From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Saturday morning to you. Last night was opening night in Flyway boys basketball play. Let's start in Mayville. That's where we were last night. And despite a game-high 27 points from Jordan Schlender, the Cardinals dropped to Laconia 62-51. The Spartans got 17 from Ethan Pino, 15 from Cash Farrell in the win. Farrell picked up 3 fouls in the first half, but was able to play the entire second half foul-free. Coach Dylan Wirtz on Farrell, still playing good defense, but without fouls.
He was great in gap help and great in affecting plays off the ball, and still defended at a high level, just did it a little differently, and led to positive results and some turnovers that ended up in points for us.
The big spurt for the Spartans came with about 14 minutes left in the game. Mayville took its first lead, and Laconia responded with a 20-6 run, not only to retake the lead, but to put the Cards at arm's reach. Pino had 8 of those points, including 2 big three-pointers. He says they just needed to work the offense better.
Obviously, we just had to slow down and get in our offense, let shots get open, and then hit them. It's a new offense, so we've been working on it a lot, so it's going to keep coming along. I think we've gotten a far way already this season, so we're just going to keep practicing and getting better at it.
So the Spartans start conference play with a win. Certainly a lot of eyes on the scoreboard up in Omro last night as Springs hit the road for the first time this season, and the Ledgers got a statement win, 66-48 the final. Emmett Hune led the Ledgers with 20, Noah Mowell right behind him with 18, Ben Anderson added 12. Lemire was on the road against Campbellsport last night. Jackson Gable went 3 for 4 from deep and was an elite 7 for 9 on the night. Ultra efficient for Jackson Gable. He had 21 to lead the Lions. Jake Bresky had 17, and not a typo, 17 rebounds as well in the win. 17-17 night for Bresky. Charlie Cole added 8 for the Lions. They're 3-0. And no stats reported from North Fondy last night, but Winnebago Lutheran got its first win of the Mason Denoyer era, 79-43 the final. Also had a late add to the schedule last night on the girls' side. Omro went on the road and beat Princeton Green Lake 68-36 the final there. Winnebago Lutheran Wrestling hosted a 6-team dual tournament last night. The Vikings got wins against Manitowoc Lutheran and Watertown Luther Prep. They dropped duels to Kettle Moraine Lutheran, Shoreland Lutheran, and Oostburg. Freshman 106-pounder Levi Schwartz went 4-1. He had 3 pins. Finally, the Warbirds lost 3-1 at Bay Area last night. That brings us to today. Campbellsport Wrestling hosts the Sarge Scramble today. Mayville and North Fondy Springs also competing at that tournament. Lemire hosts Burlington, Arrowhead, and Menominee Falls today for a dual tournament. All those teams will wrestle against each other. Omro and Laconia Wrestling both headed to Little Chute for a tournament there. All wrestling today gets underway by 9:30. Also today, Fondy Hockey is at home at the Blue Line to take on Ashwaubenon. Springs Hockey hits the road to play Bayport. Fondy gets going at 3:30, Springs at 7, and the Warbirds are at Beaver Dam tonight, also 7 p.m. Finally, Springs Basketball heads east to play Cedar Grove-Belgium tonight at 7:15. The Ledgers are 2-1 on the young season, and they're the only basketball team, boys or girls, in action tonight. Packed Saturday, as it usually is. Lots of wrestling going on. Basketball game, couple hockey games going on. We'll tell you about all of it coming up on Monday. Hope you have a great weekend. For the Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King.